Hello guys and welcome back to another video. The template in FPL is going very strong this season, but if you want to win your mini leagues and win FPL overall, a couple of differential picks has to be picked somewhere. So today I have for you 15 differential picks that you can introduce into your team. I will go through each and every one and see how they can fit your team and how they can levitate around the players you own already and are considered template. So if you enjoy the video and you like to see more of my content, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like to the video. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the differentials. I'm starting with the goalkeeper's position. As you can see, I've chosen two players. All of the players here will be under 10% old. The first person is Kepa. Kepa is one of the most picked players right now because Chelsea had a double game week in game week 19. They are pretty okay defense in my opinion, and now they're buying even more support for their defense. So I think Kepa is a good shout out. The other keeper here is Raya. He is 7.1% owned. I think Brentford are in good form. I think they are very, very strong defensively and offensively, but Raya is making a lot of saves. He is performing well. So if you go for him, you won't be mistaken. And I think that he will help you reach even higher ranks because he's not the most popular goalkeeper as is Ward or Pope or even Ederson. So Raya is a pretty good shout out if you want to climb using your goalkeeper's position. Going into the defense, I've picked 5 players who are all of them are owned under 7% at time of recording. I'll start with the Newcastle boys, Dan Burn and Sven Botman. I think if you own Trippier, I think all of us must own Trippier. Owning another Newcastle defender will help you climb up the ranks a lot because they tend to keep a lot of clean sheets, and if they don't score a goal and the game finishes 0-0, defenders pick a lot of bonus points. Dan Burn is playing left back, but he can cover for center back. He's keeping Matt Target out of the team, and that's saying something. I think he's as important as a lot of players there, and he's only 2.1% owned. I own him in my team, and he's doing okay. Yeah, he's mostly on the bench, but if you own Trippier and maybe Almiron or Wilson, another defensive option from Newcastle will boost you a lot, and they are both cheap, so they can do a lot of things coming from the bench or replacing someone you don't like the fixture for. Owning a very, very good fourth or fifth defender is a very important thing in FPL, so those two guys are very, very exciting to own because they return a lot of points very often. The next guy is Dalot. He's coming back from injury. I think he will be starting for Manchester United soon. I think with his ownership, he will be a differential at the beginning, but if you miss his rise in popularity, you not consider him differential anymore in a couple of game weeks because a lot of players will pick him up. Manchester United players are always very, very popular, and if they're in form, just like now Luke Shaw and Marcus Rashford are, they will buy them. So if you see him starting, consider buying him soon enough, and he can replace Luke Shaw, maybe. Or if you don't own Shaw and you don't want to go there right now because his price is rising so fast, go for Dalot, but wait to see if he's fit and he starts a couple of games. Next is Akanji. He is very, very sure to start in my opinion because Pep just likes him. He's starting all of the games. Yes, City are not keeping clean sheets, but he is a very, very cheap option to go to their defense. I consider the 3 boys that I commented on before better picks, but if you want to own a City defender, Akanji is a very nice pick, and he will return a lot of clean sheets, maybe not so much as a goal potential, but clean sheets are enough, just like with Burn and Botman, for a 4th defender. And the final guy here is Matt Doherty. Matt Doherty did a madness in Game Week 19. He scored a goal, he kept a clean sheet, 14 points from him. That's amazing. His first goal of the season. I think with the last 3 games, him being a starter, it's somehow got this right back position, and we all know Doherty in a 5 in a back formation when he is playing a wingback. He can score a lot. So consider him going for a differential. Maybe he is a strong differential with under 1% ownership, and he will skyrocket your rank a lot. If not, you lose maybe a couple of points here and there when they don't return, but your players like Trippier, Ben White, or Gabriel or Saliba, considering who you own from Arsenal defense, will bring the points, maybe even Cancelo if you own him. So one of these 5 defenders can improve your rank massively if you consider them over some of your starters. Going into the midfield, we here have 5 players from 5 different teams. We will start with Ward-Prowse. Southampton, in my opinion, are the worst team in the league right now, but Ward-Prowse is amazing. Yeah, he scored no goal and missed a penalty, but he scored a free kick and then scored the rebound from the penalty, so he has returned a couple of games. Southampton are bad. If they do something, he does it. He is very good. He is not very cheap, but if you have a price point and you already own Odegaard and Rashford, and you only need another midfielder in this price range, you can consider him because he returns points regularly. If you own him for the length of the season, he will return a lot of points, just like with any previous season, but he's the one that I'm not so confident about, but he deserves the mention because he's a very good guy and he plays very good, and his set pieces and free kicks are just amazing. Next is Bruno Fernandes. With Ronaldo being out of the team, I think Bruno is already nailed for penalties. He is a very different player from the guy when Ronaldo was playing. He enjoys a runner like Martial or Rashford, to whom he can provide the ball. So Bruno Fernandes is trying to pick up his form and become good again. And with only 3% ownership, he is very differential right now. Next is Mitoma from Brighton. Brighton are now scoring goals for fun, and Mitoma is scoring each and every game week. He is under 5 million, so he can be your 5th or 4th midfielder, depending. And with Brighton maybe having a double game week in the upcoming game weeks, he is a very good option, and he seems nailed in the side. Next is Rodrigo from Leeds. With Bamford being out, he's the player that is taking the penalties. He's scoring a lot. He has a nice fixture run, and he's a midfielder out of position playing as a striker. So him playing at your team won't hurt the rank. I know you own maybe Rashford and Odegaard at that price point, even Martinelli, but if you consider to go with a low budget midfield, consider him. I know it's very strange to do that now because there is no expensive defender that takes the money, but if you have the slot and want to go different from the other guys, Rodrigo is a very good shout out. And last but not least is Riyad Mahrez. He started a couple of games. He may be even on penalties when he's on the field. We're not sure because he has not taken any yet. And Haaland has not taken when they are both on the field in the near past. But with under 2% ownership and taking a pot on Man City and their double game weeks, Mahrez is a good option. Maybe here Foden is a better one, but Foden will be owned by a lot of players, and if you want to go different, you can pick Mahrez. Lastly are the forwards. Here we have 3 forwards from different teams as well. One of them is from Arsenal, with Gabriel Jesus now being injured. And if you want to invest in the striker position from Arsenal, Nketiah is a good shout out. He is very well owned compared to Saka, Odegaard, and Martinelli. And if he delivers and they don't, you can very much go skyrocket in the rank. And it's very hard to own 3 Arsenal midfielders, so maybe 2 and a forward will be better for you. But if you consider their defense very strong, I don't think Nketiah will be a very favorable option for you. But he is a good option to save. Next is Watkins. Aston Villa are playing pretty much better when they're under Unai Emery. He scored against Liverpool, he assisted against Spurs, so he's a player that can deliver in every game. He's fast, he has an eye for goal, and with under 3% ownership, he will be very good option, and they have a couple of good fixtures coming forward. I know with Haaland, Kane, Tony, Mitrovic, Wilson, Martial, Darwin, it's very hard to fit another player here. But if you want to go different from the other guys and want to have fun with the game, you can pick Watkins. I think he will return a couple of times in the next game weeks. And lastly is Ferguson from Brighton. This boy is taking the Premier League by storm. He is scoring and providing assists and everything almost in each game. He is starting right now. He's under 1% owned. He's 4.5, I think. And he's a very good option for your team if you want to own a cheap Brighton player. If you have the free space, because personally I don't have any. I enjoy owning Haaland, I enjoy owning Kane, I enjoy owning Tony, so it's very difficult to fit another striker. Here you have it, guys, 15 differential picks that will help you climb the ladder very fast. If you think that I've missed someone, please comment down below who is your differential pick. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like, because this will help my channel grow massively, and I will be giving to you content each and every week. But for now, guys, I will see you next time. Bye!